She questioned how Sung-jin could be so heartless, but Sung-jin secretly slipped the USB drive into Sayla's hand. Sayla didn't understand what this was. When she opened it, she realized it was the group's confidential documents. She instantly understood Sung-jin wanted her to sell the technology for money. Sung-jin told Sayla the transaction location. He hoped Sayla could help him one more time. After repeated consideration, Sayla decided to take a risk. However, when Sung-jin was anxiously waiting for Sayla to complete the transaction, the lady told him the technology had already been patented. No buyer would dare to buy it. Only then did Sung-jin realize he had fallen into a trap, and he had harmed Sayla this time. When Sayla arrived at the buyer's room, the buyer discovered there was a problem with the documents. Thinking he was being played, he angrily was about to teach Sayla a lesson. The next second, police burst through the door. It turned out that for the sake of the baby in her belly, Sayla ultimately decided to redeem herself through meritorious service. When Sung-jin met his mother again in prison, both mother and son had already become prisoners. Chion Tewa felt extremely guilty toward her son. Her son also refused to acknowledge his mother anymore. He couldn't forgive his mother for pushing him into the abyss, but what he couldn't forgive even more was that he had watched his mother commit crimes with his own eyes. Both of them finally received the punishment they deserved. Chion Tewa thought she had lost her son forever, but she didn't know Sung-jin had been writing letters to Yunho all along. He hoped Yunho could forgive his mother. When Chion Tewa saw the letter her son wrote, she finally came to her senses. Ultimately, Yunho received an apology from Chion Tewa. Do-jin lived in pain outside because of the crimes his mother committed. To reduce his guilt toward Hyansu, he transferred all his property to Hyansu's son. This was to atone for his mother's sins. Yunho looked at the couple bracelet he shared with Hyansu and saw it had a crack. He knew this was like their relationship, it also had cracks. It seemed that keeping Hyansu tied to his side wouldn't make either of them happy. So he told Hyansu about Do-jin's upcoming departure abroad. He hoped Hyansu could make her own choice. Hyansu's mind suddenly went blank. Ultimately, she still couldn't control her heart and chased after him. Hyansu collapsed as she rushed to the airport. She kept searching for Do-jin's figure. She wasn't willing to not make a final goodbye, but the moment she saw Do-jin, Hyansu began to hesitate. She didn't know what meaning there was in chasing after him. Since they were destined to have no future together, it would be better to let go.